So the next dish I'm going to do for you, it is a quinoa salad. Quinoa has great flavor profile. It's great for you. It's got great protein in it. So in this inspired dish, what I do is I took some different approaches to it. It's going to be more of a salad than it is going to be a hot dish, but you can also serve it hot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with some diced onions, and what I'm going to do is use red onion. Red has a sweeter flavor profile to it, which I kind of enjoy. Then I'm going to take some Kalamata olives. So using different proteins, you can use shrimp, you can use pork, you can use lamb, you can use veal, you can use salmon for this, but putting it in at the end. But for this dish specifically, I'm using grilled chicken. And one of the things I like about the chicken is using the tenderloin. And what you have to think about with the tenderloin sits, if you're taking a chicken, the two breasts are here, the tenderloin actually sits underneath the breast next to the keel bone, which is the middle bone of the chicken itself. And it doesn't have a lot of movement to it. So while chicken breast can get tough, chicken breast can cook really quick, this actually takes a little bit longer to cook, but the flavors really, really, really resonate within it. So I'm going to take some of this, I'm going to slice it up. Again, I'm going to dice it up. And it's a real simple, this chicken is easy to cook. You can cook it on your grill, you can roast it in your oven, a little bit of salt, pepper, oil, cook it through, but you want to cook it temperature-wise, internal, to about 165. That is the recommended temperature. However, if it's a feel, it's a touch, you don't want to have dry chicken. Nothing like grandma's old dry chicken, right? So we dice that, we put into the bowl. They're going to take a little bit of feta cheese. Now, my preference is the feta cheese that's in the water. And the reason I like it in the water is because all the flavors stay in there. When they extract it from the water, it gets a little bit dry, it gets a little bit more crumbly, but I want the flavors to be in the actual feta cheese. So when I put the feta cheese into the salad, I want there to be the burst. I want there to be that excitement. I don't have to add any salt to this. There's enough salt in this and in the olives that we've already put into there, so I don't have to put much in at all. Maybe a little bit of pepper, maybe a little bit of chili powder if we want to spice it up, maybe a little bit of cayenne or a little bit of pepper flake just to give another level of it, or not. But again, it's one of those things. Then we're going to take a little bit of herb. We're going to take a little bit of flat parsley and chive. The chive for that acidity in there, the parsley for the herb lightness of it. So what we're going to do is going to take some of this, and we're going to chop it up. And then I'm going to take some green pepper. You could take the green pepper, you could grill it if you want. You could put it a little bit of oil, salt, and pepper. You could actually grill it on top of your burner or your range at home, or you could put it on your grill outside, roast it in the oven. Once it starts to blister and get black on the outside, put it in a plastic bag or put it into a paper bag and let it sit and cool down. It'll make it a lot easier for you to extract the skin from it. But for our purposes, because it's a salad, I'm just going to go raw. But what I want to make sure of is that I take the ribs out of this. And this piece can be a little bit bitter, a little bit tough when you put it into a salad. So I'm going to extract that. I'm going to cut it down. And then the base mixture is done. What I have here is I have the quinoa. What I do is I cook the quinoa in a little bit of vegetable stock. I add vegetable stock and I cover it for 15 to 20 minutes on a medium heat until it's tender and soft. For a salad, what I do is I take it out of the pan that I have it in, and I put it in the refrigerator and I cool it down just a little bit. Because I don't want that heat getting into my salad and wilting everything, and I want to get it cool enough to combine to it. Because what you never want to do is take anything hot, add it to a product cold, because then what happens is you find this medium temperature where bacteria will grow, and that's not healthy for you. So we want to cool it completely, 40 degrees or under, you're ready to go, and then we can start the mixing process. So I have this prepared already, and all I'm going to do is just pour it into the salad, and we're going to serve it up. So this dish, again, another dish that's light, flavorful, healthy for you. And changing the dish a little bit, you could change the protein. In this one, we happen to have the grilled chicken, but you could add shrimp, you could add roast pork, lamb, you could add more vegetables to it if you want to take it to a different direction. You could add some peppers, you could add some tomatoes to it. Whatever you find in your garden is okay. Even if you get a little bit of bok choy, grill it up, add that in here, and it's got, again, lots of nutrients, a lot of flavors, the cheese, the proteins in that. Great for you, healthy for you. Be inspired, fire it up.